San Diegans attended the first Del Mar Fair in 1936. The fairgrounds are owned by the state and run by a 9-member board appointed by the governor. But that could change as the county seeks to jointly manage the fairgrounds to allow for more local control. The County Board of Supervisors met yesterday to discuss the proposal. And here with an update is County Supervisor Dave Roberts. Supervisor Roberts, thanks for coming back, talking to us about this. Now, what type of issues need to be controlled or should be controlled by local authorities, do you think?
Well, I think this is an issue about a $90 million enterprise right here in San Diego County. It's a true treasure, but many people want to have more local control. And you have to remember, this is a facility that operates 365 days a year. It's open 24/7, and there's many activities that go on there. Yesterday, people were talking nostalgically about the fair or the races, but things go on there. Just looking at the calendar this month, there's over 20 events scheduled just this month at the fair, from garden shows, horse shows, racing and other type of things that are going on there.
And right now the state is in charge of all that.
Currently, the governor appoints 9 board members. They have to be San Diego County residents, but he appoints 9 board members to serve on this and all other fair boards. And what we're wanting to see is having more local appointments of people that have more of a vested interest in this treasure.
Why do the local communities, Del Mar Fairgrounds are within your district, you know about the community's needs there, why are they interested?
Well, the piece of property actually straddles 3 communities: the city of San Diego, the city of Solana Beach, and the city of Del Mar. Those cities have the most local impacts, that public safety impacts, noise and light. There's just many things. Traffic. I was sharing yesterday that we actually have to change our travel patterns when we know events are there. Just a few weeks ago, there was a gun show held on the property. We could not get in and out of that area. We actually had to go through Rancho Santa Fe to get to our home on the east side of Solana Beach because the freeway was gridlocked. So there are these concerns that people have of the impact that this property has. It has positive impacts too, so don't get us wrong.
Right.
And that's why we're trying to find a solution that works for everyone.
Well, certainly a lot has changed. The area has expanded since 1936, since the fair began, and on all these other changes happened. One of the ideas that came up, and I believe you guys agreed upon, was this 5 extra members on the board. Tell us about that.
Right. And you have to remember, when this property, it was originally a golf course, and when they built the fairgrounds on it, it was for fairgrounds. And now, again, it's operated all the time. There's off-site wagering and other things. What we want to do is have 5 appointed board members added to the board. Each supervisor on the San Diego County Board of Supervisors would get to appoint 1 member. I believe that's a step in the right direction, because as one supervisor, I will get to appoint 1 person from my community or myself, depending on what we decide to do. And each of the other supervisors can either appoint themselves or 1 member from their community.
You also had an idea you brought up at the meeting about non-voting members. Where does that stand?
Yeah, I found when you bring people to the table, and the cities of San Diego, Del Mar, and Solana Beach would really like a seat at the table. I know that that's not possible at this time, so I proposed having ex officio non-voting seats. We recently settled a CEQA lawsuit with the fairgrounds. We got the 3 jurisdictions together. We worked on this for over a day and came up with a solution. So I think having people having a seat at the table, getting the information, understanding what's going on, sharing local impacts, that's good. And that's what I want to see as we continue to evolve what this board's going to look like.
So this was voted in favor last night's meeting. So what is the outcome? Where do you go from here?
So yesterday we voted 5-0 to say continue the process, let the state and the county work on any agreements. I asked that they take having ex officio non-voting seats for the 3 communities, see where this goes, bring it back within 60 days, and then let's keep building on this to bring control of that property down here to the county and the local communities.
What kind of changes would the public actually notice if this plan moved forward?
I think the public won't really see any changes. What this will really do is control the operations of that property. There was a proposal recently to sell this to Del Mar. There's been proposals to build lots of new structures. What this will do is really control that property so it's really used for its purpose, which is to have agricultural related events on that property.
All right, and certainly none of that's going to happen in time for the June 8th opening of the Del Mar Fair this year, so people can follow it for next year.
We're all looking forward to the fair, and I hope everybody comes out, and I'll see you there.
Okay, I'll see you there too. Supervisor Roberts, thanks so much for the update.
Thank you very much.